potty, go potty. I'm Cameron Marcoux, and I'm the proud owner of a wiener dog named Oli. Let's try that again. I'm Cameron Marcoux, metal artist and fabricator here in Bozeman, Montana. What do you think? Good work, you jabronis. I own a metal shop in Bozeman, Montana, and most of my life revolves around metalwork, but also hunting. I take a lot of my experiences from time spent hunting and try to blend them into my art pieces. Then apply that to industrial and architectural pieces as well. So I'm pretty much just a blue-collar guy who likes hunting. Like most hunters, I would love to hunt sheep, but I really can't foot the bill to buy a tag. So year after year, I put in for special drawing tags in my home state of Montana and hope for the best. And this year, I struck gold and found myself with a pretty good Montana sheep tag. Let's go sheep hunting. Going to the break. Bighorn sheep. I feel like a lucky man. I haven't had a bad day since I drew that tag, actually. It's kind of weird.
Mature rams right now. I don't think there's one that, there might be one that you would shoot, but I don't think there's one over 190 right now. There's two that are tight curl, but they flare out like a doll sheep, which is, they're beautiful, beautiful sheep. And I mean, I don't think this tag is about the biggest ram, just, you know, only to the few. I think it's about the one you want to look at the rest of your life on the wall. But given the fact that it's opening day, if you're in the best sheep district in Montana and probably the top 3 in the world, you kind of want to hold out a little bit. So it's fun watching these rams right now. They're also about 80 yards onto private, so the only thing we can do is watch, learn. So we're just going to keep watching them.
But yeah, just looking at some rams 1,800 yards away. Sun's going down and their butts are just popping out right now. So we're gonna look in a couple more drainages and see if we can find another band of rams. I believe I have video of these guys. I walked in on them a couple weeks ago, like 12 yards, and got some really neat footage of some of them. So it's in the same general area, but that doesn't mean there's not another band somewhere else. So, but yeah, we're just gonna keep looking around. Enjoying.
Like
Not that, not this rim, but that that one with the pine trees on it, the first one with the pine trees on it, just down in that V, the first V you can see. The cool part about this tag is that finding rams isn't terribly difficult. They run in a lot of the same areas year in and year out. And with a tag like that, there's a lot of information at your disposal. What makes hunting rams here unique is that you're not just hunting bighorns, but potentially some of the biggest in the world. So the process is really about finding rams and starting to try to inventory rams and get a sense of what lives in the unit and what kind of ram you may be pumped to put your tag on. This country is rich with history, and when you have a sheep tag in your pocket, you get to spend a lot of time here getting to know every nook and hidey hole. And it doesn't take long to really appreciate what you're looking at. Well, so we were walking out on a point. I looked down and I saw some bones, and there's a skull upside down which looked like a pelvis. So you always have to investigate here, you know, because you never know if you're going to find a dead head. And we're going to come up to it and see. I think it is a ram, so, or something. It is a head. Look at this. Oh, and here's the horns. Holy shit. That is awesome. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I should probably take photos of it, but that is so cool. Like, this is what, I mean, I've been wanting to find one of these. I mean, obviously it's kind of, I mean, you're looking for rams, but I'm also looking for deadheads because they're so unique. And I just found one, so this is awesome. This is so cool. Brian's gonna be really jealous, by the way.
And there's rams up on the hill.
Probably a mountain lion kill, I would think, being this young. Oh, he's heavy. I can't imagine shooting a big boy. Ow. Second deadhead of the day, 20 minutes apart. I just can't believe it. It's crazy. These ones are a lot older for sure. I don't know what's going on in this little drainage, but mountain lion or something. But I mean, this one's probably, I would say, a few years older. But crazy ass luck today, finding two deadheads 150 yards apart in one drainage, and we're looking at a ram that could be a shooter. So we're gonna get back up to our glass and see what he looks like. So what an awesome day. Great day. Day 3 archery. So I picked up 2 deadheads today. So we're gonna meet up with the biologist right now. In Montana, you have to get them plugged. So that is what we're gonna go do right now.
Trophy ram right here.
Yeah, and he's old too. So we're gonna plug these rams that we found, these deadheads. So we're doing some data.
24 and 1, 2, 3, we'll call it 3/8.
Got back to Bozeman after 3 days of archery. We're gonna give it a couple days, you know, catch up on work and stuff like that, and then we're heading back up to the breaks for a 10-day hunt. That's gonna be the last 5 days of archery and the first 5 days of rifle. So hopefully we can pin something down in those 10 days and get something down on the ground. spotted a ram from the ranger, and we kind of snuck into him and got 40 yards from him, and he's huge. Sneaking out of here, we know where they went. There was 2 rams. The second ram, kind of as I stood up to leave, I caught him walking out, and then he turned back and I just sat down. So he kind of knew something was up, but he didn't really know. And then they took off, but just kind of looking around, not really too concerned. So we know exactly where they are. I GPS'd them. We're gonna go look back at the footage. He's got like semi tires coming out of his head. Grilled ham and cheese. After successfully passing up a 190-inch ram tonight. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure how you feel about it either. I'm not sure how you feel at home when you watch us about it. All I know is I'm gonna eat this sandwich. I'm gonna like it. We're gonna find another one tomorrow. In fact, I think we're gonna go back and look for him and look at him one more time. So, but I could have killed him 40 yards. I mean, he wasn't like full broadside, like I could see his legs and everything, but I mean, I could see his vitals very well. So, but you know, I mean, I don't want my hunt to be over that quick. Come on. Whatever.
I would say it's better than mine.
I think this hunt is really characterized by the search. Studying distribution maps, putting miles on, and the important thing is glass, glass, glass. It's day in and day out of watching rams, which is awesome and a unique part of this hunt. You get to learn a lot about the sheep, how they like to behave, areas they favor, and hopefully you develop an eye for the different size classes of rams. Because most people will only get to do this once. You want to put in the time and effort and find that one you'll be happy with the rest of your life. Making that decision isn't easy. I looked over hundreds of rams, and you only have slight differences in the top class rams, so making that decision is tough. And then there's always that thought in the back of your head that a new ram, a giant ram, could come climbing out of the coulee one day and surprise you.
What's going on?
I'm smiling because there's no sheep here. Brian, have you seen any?
There's nothing in here.
There's nothing here. There's no sheep trails. There's barely a sheep poop anywhere that's older than dirt.
Younger than 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna, pack our crap and tails between our legs and head back to where we know there's sheep at, because it's fun looking at them. It's not fun looking at nothing. So that's what we're gonna do.
Well, she was, I think they were in Glacier.
207?
Yeah, so.
Everyone knows about them. So.
Yeah, because they're laying out there.
I mean, hell, they're right there. There's one ram that had 48-inch length.
That's the one I was.
It is midday, just before midday on day 4 of our 10-day hunt. Still archery season, but we're gonna get the rifle out and get it zeroed and confirm out to 985 yards. I don't plan on shooting a sheep that far, but it's just good to you know, get a good zero, and then make sure that all your data and dope is running along with all the ballistic computers that I have. So making targets. Aim small, miss small. All right, so we got our first 2 shots on target right here. I shoot in mils, so we have, I just need to move it 2/10 to the left and then maybe 1/10 down.
Think of that flared out ram.
198. Shot a 198 9 years ago. Can you believe this guy?
Pretty lucky. All
Pretty
luck.
lucky. Yeah, the biggest one in the unit.
Where's he at?
PM, bro. I met Russ on a gopher hunt in February when we were in high school, and the rest is history. They say finding a good hunting partner is harder than finding a good wife. I agree. Over the years, Russ and I have taken a lot of elk out of the woods and off the mountain, filled our vests full of roosters, and traveled all over the map in pursuit of game. Besides my father, he has been the largest influence on my hunting career. That being said, when he drew the same sheep tag 9 years before me, I was slightly jealous, but couldn't wait to help him out. We hunted hard, and Russ ended his hunt on a stud ram.
Good job, man. That's awesome.
Little did I know we would be revisiting the same footsteps a few short years later. I'm looking at 2 rams right now. Possible target rams. I'll get the camera out and we'll zoom in. Oh shit, there's no one. Hey Brian, I got 4 rams. 4 rams. Boop. It's the day before opener, so I'm really excited. Hopefully we can find something we can go in and look at, and then tomorrow, I think we're all ready for that, especially me.
We got a group of 5 rams a couple canyons away here to just take a nice closer look at. 2 are really nice mature rams. Just got to see if they fit the bill.
Oh, there's a couple in there that are pretty good. I think we just need to keep an eye on these. Figure out how to maybe get a little closer look at them.
The one on the left is the one I passed up. One on the left. The one on the right is the one he was with, I think. Flare ram. There's 5 rams in there. There's more in there. So we're looking at some rams right now. I've got video of. Look at the shot right now. I know it's. There's a band in here of some mature rams. One is the one I passed up the other night. One is the one he's with, and then there's another one that comes up out of his head good, and then flares pretty good. So the sun is shining on him right now. It's a really neat shot. But he's got it makes him look bigger when the sun is beaming on him. So we're just taking video of them. They're probably going to stand up soon because the sun is kind of hitting them. So we're just kind of waiting for them to get up and see if there's any other ones that we haven't seen that are with them. So they're in a nice little fold right now. So
yeah, we're just going to keep looking at them and try to make a judgment call on whether we want to come in tomorrow with a rifle and get a little closer look. Russ is really hard to convince on size. He wants the grandpapa, so that's what he got 9 years ago. So he's gonna try to help me figure out which one to go after. So.
Oh, I love that.
Well, that's what I'm gonna look at the rest of my life. So
We got really good footage of them, so we'll see what happens here.
47. That's incredible. 60% of your measurements or your scoring comes from mass. 60%. 40% is luck.
I'm just gonna call it out. If I kill him tomorrow, I don't think he's going 190.
Well, not with that.
And I would be pleasantly surprised if he did. But, you know, I think.
Yeah, I know that's your benchmark, but more importantly, he's finding a sheep that you're gonna be happy with. Which any sheep you'll be happy with.
Yeah, and
but the sheep you want, the look you want,
is that one. Yeah,
you know?
and I think that is a bigger bearing on this hunt than anything.
Yeah, I think so.
But is there a 200 that is massy and flares out like that?
Somewhere, yes.
That somewhere in the world, on the north side of the river. Look at this handsome fellow. Look at this handsome fellow. I tell you, if I can shoot a ram with mass as big as his arms, thanks. So dreamy. It is the eve of opening day rifle for bighorn sheep, and I'm pretty excited. We're on a knob right now, just trying to pick up some of the rams that we saw earlier this morning. We got on the big screen. Really nice looking ram that flares out. We're just trying to get another spot on him and take a look at what we think his bases are and all that stuff. See if we can't locate him in the same spot for tomorrow morning. We're going to come in here tomorrow morning and get really close to him. Way out in the middle of nowhere.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This brings back a lot of great memories, great times Cam and I spent in this area. Being back, looking at bighorn sheep, it doesn't get any better than this. So we've seen a lot of sheep, a lot of ewes, a lot of great rams. We just got to find the one that's Cam's happy with, we all feel comfortable is worth this lifetime draw, and put it all together. So hopefully it comes together.
It's about being with the people you care about, and you know, just making good memories and doing the things that we were born to do. Like there's a group of people in this world that are born to hunt, and that's what we live for. And you know, be associated with the guys I am associated with, and to get to hunt with them and hang out with them is pretty incredible, let alone to do it on a once-in-a-lifetime sheep hunt. So the general consensus here is that we're all pretty freaking thrilled, and we're pretty stoked about, you know, tomorrow. It's the biggest Christmas Eve ever in Cam's life, so we'll see what Santa Claus brings in the morning.
our way up the ridge and get around these rams here. And wind's out of the northwest, so it's gonna be on our nose. Sunset our back. We're gonna get way around and see if those rams split up. And they're in these a couple folds or pockets that are down here. So that's what we're gonna do, and just slowly work our way to where we left him last night. So I think I'm pretty confident we're gonna find him with an unbroken horn and put him down on the ground if we think he's the one. Spotted them from about 1,200 yards. Come down through this and through a little bottom there, come up over this hill. We got them right at about 500, so we're just going to try and stay low and slowly pick them apart and see if we can't find that one ram we're looking for. Russ just spotted a couple sheep on the side of this hill. We got to be careful because there's some rams bedded above them. But the one we're looking at is big and he's long and he is nice. We're gonna get some more, we're gonna get a better look at him. We gotta let these guys kind of move out of the way, so we could screw this up pretty fast. So I'm guessing the sun's gonna be moving these rams pretty soon. But Russ is taking a look. Brian's gonna take a look. Russ is kind of has a half-ass smile. It's not a half-ass smile. I think that's him. I think it's him. Maybe that's what we've been hearing. I told you there's two rams fighting. No, I told you, like, I want you. Okay, so those are both flare rams. The one is the bitch face flare ram, and the other one's the one's handsome. I call him Handsome Hal. All right, we're killing him. That ram is going down. Nice spot. From us. Upper one, right? You guys ready? Yep. The biggest one. Other one's nice too, but he's not as big. That one was bigger.
Cam.
I think he's bigger.
He is.
That one's really nice though.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
It's coming.
Oh, you talked to him. That's perfect.
Cameron, what did you just do?
Oh, I just filled my bighorn sheep tag. We're coming home with a ram. That is awesome.
Opening day rifle.
Yeah.
Done. Tracked him down for a couple of days.
Oh man.
Oh, that's a beautiful sight right there.
Yes, it is.
I feel like we got some work cut out for us.
Oh man.
Congratulations, brother.
I can't wait to get my hand on him. That's a good spot, man. Ah! Oh,
9 years later, did it again.
I can't believe it. That's cool. Yeah, I've worked my balls off. Well, it's fucking allergy, man. Sagebrush. Ah. Man, I love him. He's gorgeous. He is. He's a stud. We saw him battling down here in the bottom with another ram, so it's kind of fun to watch him do that. You know, pre-breeding season. So it's just kind of like elk and deer, I guess. They just kind of fun spar. But yeah, I'm in love. It's a dream come true. It really is. These animals are amazing, amazing animals. So I couldn't be happier. I'm glad my crew is here. I mean, I'm kind of at a loss for words. This is something we learned off of our Aoudad guides. You have to touch the horn. Cheers to the sheep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Boys.
Holy crap, that's nice.
Well deserved.